In this video, I'm going to show you how we create our new token. And I'll get into the video a little bit where I'll get into the GraphIQL interface. I just want to remind you that before you start with every command that I will show you, you need to have your wallet daemon up and running with your administrator wallet like I have shown you in the past. So you need to open up your terminal. Maybe it is already running, but if it's not, you need to make sure that that is up and running just like I showed you in the previous sections here. Because otherwise the transactions won't go through and your item won't be created and minted. So that is very important. Don't forget that, because otherwise you might get stuck. With that being said, let's roll the video. And we need to begin with creating our token, of course, and that is with the create token request. And here, you remember, set the identity ID. You need to have the name. It will be, in this case, I will create a sword. You can create something else. Total supply, initial reserve. Put these as the same so that you can mint the full amount. Then you need to specify melt value and all of that good stuff. Go back and watch the previous video if you have forgot how you do this. When you have created the token, you can look at view tokens to see your newly created token. And as just like in the previous, when we previously minted, it won't have an item URI to begin with. We need to set that separately. So you need to have created a JSON file. I have sword.json. And then you need to do set item URI. This we've also done in the past. You need to have your identity ID. You need to have the token ID here, which you can find here. Boom. And then the item URI token index can be 0. Then when you've done that, you will see the item URI show up here. And the item URI is not a must, but it makes it way nicer because you have an image in the wallet. So that's always fun to have. When you have done that, we actually need to mint all of the supply now, because when we do the trade request, when the admin account is going to send the sword away to the user and trade, there actually has to be a balance. There can't just be a reserve that we can mint. There actually has to be a balance. So the tokens need to be minted to the administrator wallet, to our wallet daemon wallet. And that is what we need to do now. And this is the command to mint. And I posted this in this lecture as well, so you can find that out. So the request is create engine request, and then type is mint. And then mint token data, you have token ID, which is that one. You have the recipient address array. So here you'll just specify one address, which will be your wallet address, which you can find by running the view identities command. Then you can paste that there as a string, and then the value array will be how much should we mint to each of these addresses. And if you only have one address, like that, then you only should have one value here. And if you, like me, had a total supply and a reserve of 10, then this should also be 10. Then, and you need to fill in your identity ID here as well. That is important, and the token ID here. Yeah, that's all you need to do. Then, if you now run the view tokens command again, the reserve should now be 0, and the circulating supply should be equal to the total supply. All right? And if this is too fast, then go back and watch the previous videos on how we did all of these individual commands. The mint request is the new one, but there's nothing new here really. Token ID, the recipient address, how much we want to send, and your identity ID. That's what you need to fill in. Now, we have everything that we need. Our token is ready. It is minted and owned by the administrator wallet. Now we're ready to start coding our little shop.